So, does allowing your wrist to snap cause a flip? Well, let's take a look against the goat and see if our hands are flipping. All right, so I got Tiger on the bottom, me on the top here. And now I'm gonna walk you through what it looks like when you use your hands in the golf swing. There's a common thought out there that using your hands is what causes a flip. Well, the truth is not using your hands can cause a flip, and definitely using them incorrectly can cause a flip. But let's see what happens with my swing, where you guys know I'm letting my wrist snap. I'm trying to get them to snap as fast as possible. And you'll see that as we come down, Tiger looks like he's doing pretty much the exact same thing. Watch his hands. So obviously my hands are leading at impact, even though I'm letting them snap. My left leg is snapping, my wrists are snapping. That's where all my speed is coming from. Is that a flip? Well, if I flip it just like the goat, I'm pretty happy with that, because Tiger also lets his hands release. That's where all the speed is. So both of us are letting those hands completely release through the ball to get effortless speed. And that's why the swings, in so many ways, look so similar. I'm not trying to hold off the release. I'm not trying to supinate my left wrist. In fact, if we look at this swing a little bit more closely, watch the angle between the club shaft and my right forearm all the way down. Notice how it's still basically 90 degrees to my forearm. If you're not sure what I'm talking about there, we'll just draw a quick little line here. If I can figure out how to use this thing. Apparently not. Let me try this. So, all right, not gonna work. That's the angle I'm talking about. Obviously that's pretty close to my right forearm. Now, if I'm supinating all the way down into impact, instead of ulnar deviating, casting the club, or pronating, I'm gonna maintain that angle forever. So notice how my right forearm and shaft are still at basically 90 degrees to each other, still at 90 degrees to each other, still at 90 degrees to each other, all the way down. And at this point, when my hands get back over the ball, that club shaft is still at 90 degrees. This is all done through supination of the right hand, pronation of the left hand. I know Hogan talked about supinating the left hand. That's the last thing on earth that I ever try and do, because my left hand is gonna snap, and that's what's gonna supinate it for me. That's where all the speed happens. But this is not something that I consciously do whatsoever. I'm trying to do the exact opposite, and that's where all the speed comes in the golf swing if you want to swing effortlessly. And if you want to swing like this is what the GOAT Code program is all about on RotarySwing.com. This is literally what I'm teaching you how to do, is to swing like the GOAT.